Well, I think US officials are incredibly concerned about the deepening relationship between Russia and North Korea following that historic visit by President Putin to Pyongyang and that signing of the defense pact between the two countries, which means that they each guarantee they'll come to the other's aid in the event of aggression, of course, which is a subjective concept. And this agreement clearly provides for military supplies to one another. Now, you heard the State Department spokesperson there saying that the US finds that incredibly concerning and that it would destabilize the Korean peninsula. And there have been similar expressions of alarm from other US officials. I think the concern here in Washington is twofold. Firstly, that these weapons that are being provided by North Korea are being used on the battlefield in Ukraine to kill Ukrainians and ultimately prolong the war. But I think the other concern is what exactly is Russia giving North Korea in return? Is it, for example, assisting North Korea in missile technology, or most worryingly of all, of course, are Russian experts perhaps helping North Korea with its nuclear program? Of course, that would be a major issue for the US and its allies in the region.
And given these concerns, Will, what are the options before the US to ensure this does not escalate into a wider conflict in the region?
Well, there's not a whole lot the US can do, frankly, apart from monitor things. The White House National Security spokesperson John Kirby, he said recently that Washington would be watching very, very closely in terms of what Russia might be doing to help North Korea. In terms of what levers there are to pull to put pressure on Russia, I mean, there aren't any, frankly. Russia is already the most sanctioned country in the world, isolated internationally. Vladimir Putin is more or less a pariah on the world stage. Of course, there's an ICC arrest warrant out in his name. And I think he is looking for all the friends he can get, frankly, and in comes Kim Jong-un and North Korea. Vladimir Putin's looking for partners to build an anti-Western alliance. And if those partners happen to have, arms depots kind of bursting at the seams with Soviet-era weaponry that Russian troops are more than comfortable with, then all the better. The other thing that was interesting, I think, when Vladimir Putin was speaking at that signing of the defense pact between North Korea and Russia, he said that Western countries who supply weapons to Ukraine are violating various international obligations. I think a lot of US officials here, hearing those words, would have been completely aghast because, of course, it is Russia that violated the UN Charter by invading and illegally annexing Ukrainian territory. And now it is Russia that is violating UN sanctions, which prohibit the import and export of North Korean arms.
All right, Will Vernon, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much.